Welcome to Tableau for Beginners. Let's get started. Let's import our dataset file. This is our control room called the data source page. This is where we prep everything before we touch a single chart. Because our sample file has junk title rows at the top, the preview will look messy right away. See how row 1 says, Superstore Sample Sales Report? That's not a real data row. We'll fix that in a second. But before that, let's check out joins union. Our file only has one sheet. But if we had multiple sheets, Tableau would prompt a join based on a shared field like order ID. Okay, now let's remove junk title rows. For that, we will use Data Interpreter option. As we can see, one checkbox just removed 3 junk rows and identified the real header row. This is one of Tableau's most underrated features for messy real-world exports. Now, let's fix data types. As we can see here, a column named order date has mixed formats, so Tableau may read as string instead of date. So, let's correct the data type and set it to date. This step matters more than people think. If Tableau thinks your date column is just text, you can't build a timeline. If it thinks your sales column is text, you can't submit. Now let's verify data type of sales field. As we can see, data type for sales field is already set to number, decimal. Now let's check usage of split, using it to split first and last name of customer. We can use split and custom split as well. Here we are using custom split. Two new split columns will be generated at the end of the existing columns. As we can see here, columns named Customer Name Split 1 and Customer Name Split 2 are created. Let's get rid of null values existing in region and profit column. So, let's get rid of these null values. Now let's move to our worksheet. Now let's create a calculated field. First, enter the name of the calculated field, then enter the formula to replace null values as 0. This formula treats null values in profit column as 0. As we can see, in the left panel a measure named profit_null is created. Now let's create one more calculated field. This formula treats null values in region column as unknown. As we can see, along with region names, a value named as unknown is visible. This shows that all the null values in column named region is replaced as unknown. Let's add visuals. For first visual, we need to calculate profit ratio. Let's create calculated field. As we can see in the left panel, a measure named profit ratio is created. Let's create our first visual bar chart. Transforming it to stacked bar chart, let's start. Drag region to columns. Now drag sales to row. Tableau auto-builds a vertical bar chart. Now let's add some dimensions and stack it. Drag category onto color. Each bar now splits into colored segments by category. Now, let's label category segments with profit ratio. So now drag profit ratio onto label. Now, let's drag quantity onto size. Based on the quantity value per category, bars may resize for better overview. Now, let's create line chart to view sales trend over time. Drag order date to columns. Tableau will auto-create a date hierarchy. Then drag sales to rows. Tableau defaults to a line chart automatically for date plus measure combination. Click the plus icon next to year on the columns shelf to drill down into month for more granularity. If you want, you can add category to color to show a separate trend line per category. Now, let's create dual axis line chart to view sales versus profit over time. First, let's build the line chart as we created previously. Now, drag profit onto the right edge of the chart until you see a faint line appear. This creates a second axis. Here we can see sales and profit comparison. Click the plus icon next to year, order date on the column shelf to drill down into month for more granularity. Now, let's create pie chart to view sales share by category. Drag category to color. Now, from the right Show Me panel, select pie chart. At bottom, Show Me will automatically select required measures and dimension. So click on Choose for me. As we can see, each slice shows its value. Now, let's create treemap to view sales size by category and subcategory. Drag category then subcategory to rows or straight onto the canvas. Drag sales onto size. Drag profit onto color. This creates a red to green gradient showing which subcategories are profitable versus losing money. Now, let's create scatter plot to view sales versus profit by subcategory. Drag sales to columns. Now drag profit to rows. Each dot is now one subcategory's sales profit position. Now let's add subcategory dimension to color and detail, because it breaks the scatter plot into one dot per subcategory instead of one blended dot, and gives each dot a distinct color so you can tell them apart at a glance. Points in the lower right. High sales, low negative profit are your problem products. Now let's create heat map to view region versus category performance. Drag region to rows and category to columns. Now drag sales onto color and text. Now click Show Me and select Highlight Table. Here, darker is equal to higher, lighter is equal to lower. So you can spot your best and worst combinations just by scanning colors without reading every number. Now let's create box plot to view sales distribution by category. Drag category to columns. Drag sales to rows. Click Show Me, select Box and Whisker Plot. Let's see how to read box plot. Here it is. Let's create a KPI to showcase overall profit ratio. Drag profit ratio onto the canvas. Now let's convert the value into percentage. So, here it is, profit ratio set to percentage. Our dashboard, with all the visuals created by us. I know it seems a bit stacked, but I wanted to showcase how to add visuals to our dashboard. One more thing, each visual can be used as filter by activating Use as Filter option as shown here. Now selecting a specific criteria in that visual will show effect in every visual as per selected criteria. As you can see, as we have set treemap visual to be used as filter, on selecting different category we can see effect in other visuals. Similarly, we can set bar chart to be used as filter. You just built your first real Tableau dashboard, from messy data to a working visual, and that's the hardest part done. Keep practicing with your own datasets, and I'll see you in the next tutorial.